sort, one who respected individual rights, had survived. I came here to find out whether or not, to paraphrase Dr. Franklin, the Republic survived. What do you think I found when I came here to modern-day America, and Chicago in particular? Do you think I found a republic? No! Do you think I found a country that respects life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness?
No!
What I found horrified me! Not only do we have a government that plunders the people's property, but moreover, and more disheartening than that, we seem to have a people that don't care whether or not the government plunders its own property. That accept such plunder without question and without quarrel. Well, I have been walking these streets up and down for months now, and I have seen the political apathy, and I felt, you know what, there's no use. I ought to go back. Until this moment, until today, when I saw all of you come out for principles of liberty and self-government. I didn't feel at home until right now, at this moment.
Right.
What she said. And one more, and it takes me back. Oh, let me speak one, please. It takes me back to a certain day in late 1773, where a little event called what happened? The Boston Tea Party! Yes. I'd like to tell you a little bit about the Boston Tea Party, if I may, if I just may, a little bit, please.
Little. Yeah. Come on.
Yes. Well, the trip here warped my memory a little bit, so I had to write down the place. 230 years ago, the British Crown was in debt, and what did it want to do?
Yes.
It wanted to recoup its debt, and what did it do to the colonists? It did the Sugar Act, the Stamp Act, and the Townshend Acts. What did the colonists do? They opposed it. They opposed it hand and foot, and yet the British government did a sneaky little thing. They repealed all the taxes with the exception of one.
Tea.
They left the duty of tea there. Why did they do that? Because tea was a commonplace product. And they knew that the Americans couldn't go without their tea. Oh, they did a certain sneaky things. They lowered the cost, they removed the tariff so that the tax on tea remained. And yet Americans would pay less than they did previously. But the colonists hold still. They would not buy the tea in spite of it being cheaper. Why did they do that? They did that out of principle. The reason why all of you are here. They dumped the tea into the harbor, and that is what we need to do. Not the tea, of course. A symbolic tea. I'd like to talk a little bit about what's going on in our political environment right now. We find ourselves here today with government redistributing piles of wealth. Yes. Handouts here, a little bit of bailouts there, you know, the political players are in full effect. Well, I helped found a government of laws, not men. And it seems today, the more men you have in Washington dipping their hands, their parasitic hands in the public coffers, the more things go your way. Well, we are opposed to that, and we will not have it anymore. At the federal level. But there is something you can do here today at the local level. Did you know Monarch Daly? Yes, Monarch Daly! He is unwilling to show where the stimulus money is going. He is unwilling to open his books. He said, throw him in the room. Do you know what he said? He said, and I quote, we did not put that information out publicly, because once you start putting it out publicly, you know the newspapers and the media is going to be ripping it apart. Yes, probably not. But in spite of that, the arrogance of Monarch Daily to say that we don't have a right to criticize what's going on. We need to demand no taxation without information, people. Say it. No taxation